Is Daniel Bryan gonna end up fighting himself? I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. I think it's safe to say that Mr. McMahon has taken this whole thing with Kofi Kingston a bit too long. I mean, we all know Kofi will be going to WrestleMania to face the new Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. And who knows, Kofi might even win. But putting Kofi and the rest of the New Day, for that matter, through hell and high water for the last month or so, it just isn't right. In fact, it's getting downright uncomfortable, if you ask me. I mean, he does well in the gauntlet match before Elimination Chamber, and even though he didn't win the Chamber match itself, he still gave Daniel a thorough beatdown. So the younger McMahons decided to give him a title match at Fastlane, only for Mr. McMahon to trade him out for a returning Kevin Owens. Okay, a bit understandable, but then Kofi thinks he'll be inserted into the match, making it a triple threat, until Mr. McMahon turns things around and makes it a handicap match against the Bar. That's a bit sneaky. And then Kofi confronts Mr. McMahon about it, and though being passive-aggressive about it, he all but demands a shot. So Mr. McMahon agrees. If he beats 5 of the toughest guys SmackDown has to offer in another gauntlet match. Okay, difficult, but not impossible, right? And then, with almost the entire locker room cheering him on from the back, Kofi goes through Sheamus, and then Cesaro, and then Samoa Joe, and then Rowan, who's just there to beat him up and soften him up, and at last, Randy Orton. Everyone was freaking out until Mr. McMahon shows up and says there's one more person he has to beat, Daniel Bryan himself. That proved too much as Daniel got his bionic knee to Kofi's mush and pinned him. That was just plain outrageous. After the match, Big E and Xavier Woods considered quitting the WWE and wanted Kofi to go with them to a place where their talents are appreciated. But Kofi said that if they do that, both Bryan and Mr. McMahon win and prove their point. He told the others to step away for a while and just let's think about what to do about this. Well, I think the only way to make Mr. McMahon and Bryan break is to take a page out of Bryan's playbook. Oh, not the new Daniel Bryan. The old one. From about 5 years ago. Remember when Daniel railed against the Authority, saying he's done so many things in the company and deserved a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 30? Remember what he did when Triple H and Stephanie McMahon called him a B-plus player? He grabbed a whole bunch of the WWE Universe, had them surround and pack the ring, and started a protest called Occupy Raw, a parody of Occupy Wall Street, which was still a bit of a thing then. He essentially hijacked Raw until Triple H capitulated and told him that if Bryan beat Triple H in the opening match of WrestleMania, he'd be added to the main event for the title as a triple threat. Well, all of us saw what happened then, right? In the first ever pay-per-view on the WWE Network, Bryan not only beat Triple H fair and square, he survived another beat-up from him afterwards, refused to be taken out on a stretcher, and beat Randy Orton and Batista to win the title and turned the show into Yes-Mania. You starting to see the similarities between 5 years ago and today, folks? I mean, this time it's Kofi Kingston being called a B-plus player, by Daniel Bryan himself, no less. And it's Kofi Kingston who is jumping through all sorts of hoops set up by the supreme authority figure in the WWE and getting no rewards in return. So, why not just occupy SmackDown Live? I mean, I'm sure all the superstars who were watching the gauntlet last week will be more than happy to join the mob, hijack the show, and not allow a damn thing to happen until Mr. McMahon and Daniel Bryan give in to Kofi's demands. Of course, Mr. McMahon can always say, all right, beat Rowan in the first match and you'll be in the title match later. But, I don't think the New Day will accept that. Kofi's beaten enough people to warrant the match. And on top of that, the New Day can goad Bryan into accepting the match, calling him afraid to face Kofi, and making Daniel say something he'll regret come April 7th. No matter what, Kofi has got to get his title match soon. I mean, it's been a long time since a WrestleMania primary title match's challenger has been announced with such short notice. Someone needs to play the David to Daniel Bryan's Goliath. Unless, that is, Bryan prefers playing with himself. Wait, that didn't come out right. Or did it? I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. See ya!